Our Golden State Warriors are set to kick off the NBA in-season tournament here in year number 1 of the franchise. Last episode, we went through our first 10 games of the season, going 5-5. We've got a couple notable storylines. For one thing, Steph Curry is a man on a mission. He has been unbelievable so far this year, over 31 points per game on great efficiency. But we've been missing that secondary scorer. Nobody's averaging even half the amount of points he is. We've been mixing and matching with a lot of different starting lineups. I think we've had a different combination of starters in all 10 games that we've played, trying to find which players group the best together. As I mentioned, today we'll be kicking off the in-season tournament in the NBA Cup. We've got 4 in-season tournament games before the playoffs with the 4 teams that are in our sort of group, if you will. And after going through all 6 groups, I think it's fair to say that we have the hardest one. There's an argument that we might be the worst team here. Obviously, the Mavericks just made the finals. The Nuggets won the finals the year before. The Grizzlies look to be a lot better with a healthy Ja Morant. And then don't sleep on New Orleans. The Pelicans won almost 50 games last year and got better, presumably, over the offseason with the addition of DeJounte Murray. So it's going to be a challenge here, playing each of these 4 teams in the group stage, and depending on how good we do, we'll have a chance to hopefully compete to win the NBA Cup. We're going to go through all 4 games today, playing 2 of them in full, simcasting the other 2. We obviously have to play the Dallas game because KLAY Thompson will be making his return to Golden State. Thompson's been okay this year. Pretty similar numbers to last year. He's been more efficient from 3, though, which I think is the biggest difference. Obviously, Dallas has maybe the deadliest offensive duo, not just in the league currently, but in recent memory, with Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. They have been banged up. Derek Lively, the talented young center, has been hurt. He's going to come off the bench today, and then P.J. Washington, their starting 4, will be out. We're going to have DeAnthony Melton run with the ones. I want as much defense on the floor as possible. I think the plan is Draymond will regularly guard Luka when the starters are in the game. Melton hopefully will be with Kyrie. And Steph's going to be often matched up with his splash brother, KLAY Thompson. So we'll see how that goes. Game 1 of 4 in the in-season tournament, regular season here in Golden State. KLAY Thompson makes his return to the Bay with a warm ovation from the fans. I know it was an ugly breakup, but obviously KLAY Thompson is one of the greatest to ever wear the Warrior jersey, a big piece in all 4 of Golden State's titles. Of course, we're going to be rocking with the alternate court as well. I think it's fair to say that most of the alternate courts, they don't look great. I honestly don't mind the Warriors one. The colors themselves are kind of ugly, but I think everything meshed together honestly doesn't look that bad. We're also going to be rocking the new statement jerseys for the first time this season. I'm curious to hear some thoughts on those as well down below in the comments. So let's get this show on the road. Game 1 of the NBA's in-season tournament. The Warriors facing off against the reigning Western Conference Finals champion Dallas Mavericks, featuring former Warrior KLAY Thompson as Dallas wins the tip. And we are underway here in the Bay. Tied at 2, Luka in the corner. Gets it over to KLAY Thompson off the screen for 3. He made a lot of those with the Warriors over his decade-plus long career in Golden State. But his fellow splash brother, Steph Curry, will connect with Draymond Green. It was the first 4 points tonight for the Warriors. Curry assisting on both of those shots. Draymond with it inside. Gets it out to Melton. Left wing 3 will toilet roll in. And the Warriors take their first lead of the game, now tied at 7. Jonathan Kuminga with it, looking for the mismatch. Hands it off to Steph. Steph, step back. Long 2 is good. And Steph Curry is on the board as the Warriors take the lead 9-7. Luka sends it up the floor. Kyrie wide open. Golden State falls asleep in transition, and Irving hits the 3. It's now 10-9. Here's Kuminga with it off the fake. Kuminga, fadeaway 3 is good! Nothing but net for Jonathan Kuminga. Not an easy shot to make, but that one will fall. Tied at 12. Here comes Golden State on the fast break. Draymond, Curry way downtown. It's good! Curry lets it fly quickly, and it goes in. He's got 5. 15-12 now. Trace Jackson-Davis with the screen for Kuminga, who is denied at the rim by Gafford. On the other end, Doncic takes it himself. Layup is good for Luka, and we are within 1. What a play on the other end of the floor, though, by Daniel Gafford. 16-15, wide open lane for Trace Jackson-Davis. who is in for the slam. This time Gafford slow to react defensively, and it's a 1-point game in favor of Golden State. Kuminga inside with a nice move and the layup. He's got 5. His points from last year are down, but his efficiency is up so far, so I feel like he should maybe be shooting the ball more. KLAY Thompson for 3. We're tied at 19, his second 3 of the night, as we are now knotted up. Wide open lane again for the big man, Trayce Jackson-Davis, who sends it home. Buddy's pass is tipped and stolen away by Luka. On the other end, Kuminga looks to track him down, but Luka sends it home with the slam. And we are tied at 21. Warriors call time. Both teams starting to bring in the subs. Irving still in the game, as is Kuminga. They match up here in isolation. Irving, step back 3 is good. And Dallas is starting to build a nice lead for themselves. They're up by 7. Podziemski on the drive, no good. Nice contest by Derek Lively. On the other end, Najee Marshall with it out to Irving. Irving on the drive. Reverse layup is good. That's bag work for Kyrie Irving, and Trayce Jackson-Davis was smothering. Nothing he could have done there as TJD has the mismatch. Tries to pass it out, but it's stolen by Luka. The last 2 minutes have been rough offensively for the Warriors as Luka's shot is off the mark. Kuminga with the rebound. Last second shot here for Golden State. It's Brandon Podziemski for 3, and that one is no good. 30-21, Dallas leads, ending the quarter on an 11-0 run. Golden State has not scored in about 3 minutes. We've got to get Steph Curry back in the game. And look at this mismatch with him and Lively. Lively obviously is the size, but Curry's a lot quicker and shiftier, using it to his advantage there going to the basket. Fadeaway 3 on the way. That one is no good, but Draymond is there with the offensive rebound, and Draymond Green gets the putback. Good start to the second quarter here with 4 points in the first minute for the Warriors. Dante Exum with a nice move on Podziemski. Draws the foul and 1. Podziemski was reaching. They're going to call that a shooting foul, although he would miss the free throw. On the other end, Paz with a dime for Steph Curry, who makes the layup. Quick start to the second for Steph. 5-point game. Curry with it. With the shimmy shake on the drive, guarded by Irving. Layup is good. And Curry, who only had 5 points in the first quarter, already has 6 through a minute and a half in the second. Exum's pass is tipped and ripped away by Kevon Looney. On the other end, Curry with it. Pull-up jumper is no good. Ball is tipped, ends up in the hands of Kyle Anderson. He has a wide-open layup because Najee Marshall hurt his wrist going for the rebound. That's a big loss for Dallas. Marshall signed a 3-year deal here in the offseason. Really solid role player for this team. 32-31, Kevon Looney with it on the drive. Layup is good, and after allowing an 11-0 run to end the first quarter, Golden State is on a 12-2 run to start the second. Luka puts the Mavericks up right back as he hits the pull-up triple. 37-35, Podziemski with it, looking to get into the corner for Buddy Hield. Sidestep, step back, 3 ball is good. Buddy buckets with his first of the game. 1-point lead. Golden State slow to get back defensively, and Olivier Maxence Prosper will make him pay. The second-year man out of Marquette with the slam. There's Curry, step back 3 is good! And Wardell puts the Warriors back ahead, 41-39. Doncic with it for Dallas, looks to put them right back ahead, and he does. Right when Golden State takes the lead, Luka's right back to hit a big shot for Dallas. He's in takeover mode. That's frightening. Doncic off the screen, another 3. Luka has been lights out from deep today. He's got 21 points as it's 45-41. Draymond's pass is tipped, and it ends up in the hands of Maxi Kleber. He gets it to Kyrie Irving on the other end. Irving, step back, double clutch, and his shot is good. The Mavericks back up by 6. Nice play there by Kyrie. 48-45 now. Klay's back in the game. He gets it to Luka. Tries to lob it up for Gafford, and he does. Daniel Gafford throws it down, and it's 50-45. Here's Podziemski with it on the drive. Layup is good. Count the foul and 1. His first points of the game coming off a 30-point outing in the last game against Oklahoma City, where he only missed 1 shot, 12 of 13. He's had some really good games this year, but also some really quiet ones. Luka, step back, another 3. Mavericks right back up by 5. Kuminga with it in the quarter. Under 2 minutes to go in the second as he has a good look for 3, and it's good. Jonathan Kuminga's got 9, 53-51. Irving guarded by Steph. Here's Kyrie Irving with a nice move. Layup is good. Not much Steph can really do there. And it's a 4-point game. 36 to go in the first half. Irving trying to take advantage of this isolation matchup again, and he will. Kyrie Irving's footwork has been outstanding over these last 2 possessions. He just knows where to go. As the outside shot is no good for Golden State. Shot clock unplugged. Draymond looks to match with Luka here in the press. With 4 seconds to go, Luka's got to get some space. Good look for 3. It is off the mark. And that'll wrap up a competitive first half here in the in-season tournament. 57-51, Dallas with the lead. Our offense had some rough patches in the first half, but we definitely looked better in the second quarter. Steph really started to heat up. He leads the way with 14, but Luka's been a man on a mission. He's got 25 right now for Dallas. We have not been able to stop him whatsoever. Doesn't matter who's guarding him. He is consistently finding space, particularly beyond the arc. But Dallas has got to be smarter with how they manage Luka and Kyrie's minutes. They have ran those 2 into the ground so far as Kuminga opens the third with an and 1. It's Gafford with the foul. And the Warriors would make it a 1-score game, but Dallas is right back up by 5. Off the inbound, Curry, step back 3 is good, even with a hand in his face from Daniel Gafford saying he's too little. KLAY Thompson misses the layup inside, rebounded by Draymond. Here comes Golden State in transition, looking to tie or take the lead. It's Draymond with it, trapped inside. He's able to get it back, and the reverse layup is good. Lively went back to his matchup. He should have continued to pressure Draymond as it's 63-61. Open lane for Kuminga, the cum bucket to throw it down. There were some mixed reviews on Kuminga's nickname in the last episode. Still not sure if we're going to continue to roll with it. As Buddy Hield hits the 3 for the lead. Golden State up for the first time here in the third quarter, 66-65. Irving guarded by Kyle Anderson. Step back is good. We're trying to take advantage of Anderson's size and length on the perimeter. He's a really good all-around defender, which is why I like having him with Irving or Luka. Podziemski, Euro step, layup will rattle in. Brandon Podziemski starting to heat up after a slow start as Luka is fouled by Kuminga on the 3. Number 1 rule of defense, don't foul the jump shooter. Luka's made a lot of tough shots, so I get it, but on the other hand, don't foul the perimeter shooter. He would make all 3 at the line. We're tied, but not for long. Maxi Kleber hits the right corner 3. 73-70 now. Buddy Hield, got to watch out for the backcourt. Gets it over to TJD. Has Podziemski wide open. Corner 3 is good. Pods into double figures. We're tied as Trace Jackson-Davis with the snuff inside on Doncic. Mavericks get it back. Luka looking for a short memory as he has it right back. Shot over Kyle Anderson is good. And the Mavericks regain their lead 75-73. Doncic now guarded by D'Anthony Melton, one of the best perimeter defenders on this team. Doesn't matter. Luka's a different cat. As he's able to get some space, hits the 3. He now has 31 points tonight. 78-73. Quentin Grimes on the drive. Layup no good. Gafford put back. Tip is. And it's a 7-point game now in favor of Dallas. Melton with it on the drive. Gets it over to Draymond. Pump fake. Melton wide open. Right wing 3 is good. D'Anthony Melton with his second triple of the night. We are within 4. 80-76. 2.5 in the third. Luka lobs it up for Daniel Gafford with another slam. 6-point game now. Here is Dante Exum with it. Exum guarded by Podziemski. Floater is good. The lead now up to 8 for Dallas. Golden State led at one point in this third quarter. Dallas has done a good job of getting their lead back. Buddy Hield in the corner for 3. That one is good. His third triple of the night. 84-79. Both offenses playing well here in the third. As Lively is the mismatch. Passes it out to Irving. That one is off the mark. Good defense and closeout by Curry. On the other end, Curry, quick 3. It's good! 20 for Steph, and the lead is within 2. Steph's closeout there defensively might have been a 6-point swing. Luka looks to get a 3 right back, and he does. Doncic makes it a 5-point game. He's back in takeover mode with around 10 seconds left in the third. Curry with it in the corner. D'Anthony Melton for 3. That one is no good. Lively with the rebound out to Luka. He's going to have to heave it up from half court. And it's nearly good, but off the back iron. Through 3, we've got a very good one here at the Chase Center. 87-82. Dallas with the lead going into the fourth. Let's see if the Warriors can get the comeback and look to make it 1-0 in the in-season tournament as Curry starts with a step-back 3. He now has 23. 87-85. Quentin Grimes with it on the drive, guarded by Kuminga. Inside for Maxi Kleber. No good. Gets his own miss. Back to Grimes. Back to Kleber. Back to Grimes playing hot potato. And Quentin Grimes ends up with the layup in his 4th season out of Houston by way of Kansas Rock Chalk. Here is Grimes with it, guarded by Podziemski. He is in for the slam. Another bucket there for Quentin Grimes, and it is a 6-point game. Kuminga with it for the Warriors. Crossover on Kleba. Kuminga. Layup. And the foul. And one. Lively is the one called for the contact, and Coach Jason Kidd does not like the call. Great move by Kuminga, sliding between two defenders, in for the layup. He now has 17 with the free throw. 91-88. Irving, fadeaway three with a hand in his face. It's good. Big response for Kyrie Irving. 94-88. Here's Curry with it. Step back, gets it over to Podziemski for three, and that one is good. Quick response for the Warriors as Pods now is 13. 94-91, Curry's doubled, has an open man. It's Jonathan Kuminga. His three is off the mark. Big Loon with the rebound. Back out to Kuminga. He's guarded by Exum. And that, my friends, is a mismatch. Got to look to exploit it. Here's Curry with it. On the drive, has Kuminga. Back out to Curry. He's going to have to throw one up quickly at the end of the shot clock. And it's good with the foul. And one for Steph. We were just throwing up junk, and we're lucky not only they fouled us, but we made it. It's a tie game now with the three throws. Podziemski misses the three for the lead, but Kuminga is there with the putback, and Golden State is now ahead with under 7 to go, 96-94. Kleba with it. He's doubled. Both defenders try to get on Kyrie on the wing. Some miscommunication there, and Kleba is uncovered going to the basket. Tied at 96. Looney. No good. Tries to take advantage of the mismatch, and he does by boxing out Exum with the offensive rebound and the putback. Looney with another mismatch, this time guarded by Kyrie Irving. What is the thought process here from Boston, and why is he shooting step backs? Horribly timed shot. I really don't know how that went in. I think that's the first red I've seen go in this entire 2K cycle. 96-100. Big three for Dallas. Kleba wide open. And it's a one-score game, once again, with under 5 to play. 102-99. Both offenses really in a good spot here in the second half as KLAY Thompson hits the turnaround J inside. Luka for three, and the lead, it's no good. Looney with the rebound is 15th. Anderson out to Draymond, gets by Gafford in the corner. Podziemski wide open. Bang! Excellent ball movement there by the Warriors. It's a 4-point game. 105-101. Under 4 to go now. Luka to Exum, wide open three is good. Both teams are letting it rain here in the fourth. A barrage of threes across the board. Doncic, quick layup for the lead. He's got 38, and Golden State's going to call a timeout as Coach Steve Kerr's going to look at talk it over with his guys. 106-105. Here comes Draymond on the drive. Has Kuminga open. Long two is good, and the Warriors are back ahead by one. 107-106 with 3 to go. Golden State up by 1. Luka for three. And Dallas is ahead with a big triple for Luka Doncic. 109-107. Curry with it. Step back. Three for the lead. He gets one right back with the shimmy. Luka and Curry trading punches here late as Melton's doubled. Draymond open. Top of the key. Off the mark. Rebound by Irving. Dallas looking to take the lead. Irving's going to keep it. Now guarded by Melton, and he's intercepted by Curry. Warriors with a 3-on-2. Curry lobs it up, and Trace Jackson-Davis gets the lucky bounce. We were hoping he would dunk it, but I think Curry threw the lob a little bit too early, and that took about 4 bounces on the rim before eventually bouncing in. 112-109, minute and a half to go. Luka gets right by Kuminga. In for the slam, and we are within 1. That's 43 points now for Doncic. Curry. Sidestep, long two, no good. Rebound by Gafford, and Dallas has another opportunity to take the lead. Luka with it, guarded by Draymond. On the other end, his layup is no good! A huge stop for Trace Jackson-Davis. Golden State holds on to their lead. Curry takes the shot out to Kuminga on the drive. Layup is good! Big finish for Jonathan Kuminga. He's got 23, and it's a 3-point game. Luka, no good. Another stop for the Warriors. Draymond with the rebound and around 40 to go. We want to be smart and hold it, but there's a wide open lane for Curry. He misses the shot, but he gets his own rebound. And now we're going to look to keep the tempo slow. A score here makes it a 2-possession game with under 30 to go. Draymond on the drive, inside for the big man! Trace Jackson-Davis! It's a 5-point lead for the Warriors, and we're going to bring you on our defensive lineup and Steph Curry because we're probably going to need him in the game for free throws. So Anderson's going to guard Luka. Melton will guard Kyrie. Draymond's going to be in there as well. The focus is obviously going to be with Luka, and I think we need to protect the perimeter. I'm okay with him driving, getting a layup, and it stays as a 3-point game. But with the amount of space and separation he's been able to get in one-on-one man defense from 3, we've got to lock up the perimeter as much as we can. Irving, quick 3, no good. Gafford with the rebound, back out to Irving. This time it is good. It's a long 2, so it is a 3-point game. We're going to quickly inbound to Steph, and he is fouled by Luka Doncic. Well, at the following inbound, obviously we're going to go back to Curry. Fouled again. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's got 29, looking to make it a 2-score lead. Dallas, by the way, out of timeout, so they're going to have to play this off the miss or the make. Curry, first one is good. He's got 30. It's a 2-score game now, and the second one is also good. 5-point lead. No fouls. Don't do anything stupid on defense, and we should be fine. Irving out to Thompson. Quick 3. That one is off the mark. Trace Jackson-Davis with the rebound. Warriors playing hot potato. Look at all this space. Kyle Anderson. Night! He throws it down, and it's a 7-point Warrior lead with a statement at the end from Anderson. Remember, point differential matters in the in-season tournament, so I'm not overly thrilled that Klay Thompson made a 3 there with 0.2 of a second left. But that will do it. 120-116. The Warriors win their first in-season tournament game, defeating the Dallas Mavericks in a really exciting, really competitive matchup that went down to the wire. But we're able to hang on, get the win against a Dallas team who is currently in first place overall in the Western Conference standings with a record of 8-2. The Warriors, meanwhile, improved to 6-5 with 31-10 for Curry. Not his most efficient night, just 11 of 26 from the field, but he made some big shots for us late. 23 for Kuminga. He played really well. Podziemski started the game off slow. Didn't score until like a minute left in the first half, but he really played well down the stretch. Buddy was good. Draymond was good. Looney with 15 boards. Overall, really, really solid game. We had a hard time covering Luka, but that's the case with everybody who plays against him. 43, 12, and 7 on okay shooting splits. Kyrie with 27, struggled from 3. Klay Thompson with 13 points on 14 shots. Don't forget the time that Klay Thompson went 0 for 10 in an elimination playoff game. Nobody else was really all that impressive for Dallas. They didn't really have one of their role players step up, and had they gotten that to happen, they probably would have won the game. So a good win here at home against one of the best teams in the West to start the in-season tournament. I kind of want to play against New Orleans. I think they would be a really interesting matchup for us. So that means we're going to go through these next 3 games, including simcasting this second in-season tournament game against the Memphis Grizzlies. We've got some good news on the injury front as Moses Moody will be back healthy. Andrew Wiggins is pretty close to returning as well, so the lineup looks a little bit deeper than it was in the last game against Dallas. We only went with a 9-man rotation against the Mavericks. Normally we've been going with 10 or 11. The Grizzlies seem to have the edge, but we would take the lead in the third, and we're not going to look back. 2-0 in the in-season tournament is Jonathan Kuminga with a career-high 31 points, 29 for Steph. Back-to-back really good games here for Kuminga. As for the Grizzlies, Ja with 23, Desmond Bane with 21, but nobody else really stood out for them. And with that, we are 2-0. The Nuggets are currently in first place because they beat New Orleans by 34 in their lone game. But we'll get another opportunity to play against Denver with our last in-season tournament game. But again, I mentioned I want to take a look at New Orleans. So we're going to simulate these games against the Clippers and the Hawks as Gary Payton II and Andrew Wiggins are now healthy. Our veterans have been exhausted. I've been wanting to sit Steph for a game. I think Draymond needs another rest day. So we're going to pretty much play our B team against the Clippers as we get offer a trade for Podziemski. I'm going to say no. So we ended up splitting the 2 games. Believe it or not, we actually beat the Clippers with no Curry, no Draymond. We still got the job done. 30 points for Kuminga. But then with our regular guys, we lost to Atlanta. Andrew Wiggins shot the ball horribly. 8 of 34 from 3. We only scored 84 points. Yikes. And that'll bring us to our matchup here with the Pelicans. We are currently in first place of our in-season tournament group because everybody's been beating each other. Pause. No diddy. The Pelicans, meanwhile, are in last. They're 0-2. Their point differential is negative 57. But outside of the in-season tournament, they're not a bad team. Obviously led by Zion Williamson. They added DeJounte Murray with McCollum and Brandon Ingram. No Daniel Tice, however, so it'll be the rookie out of Baylor, Yves Missi, starting at the 5. The Pelicans, of course, have some solid depth. Herb Jones is one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. Trey Murphy has turned into a really nice player as well. I'm curious to see how the Pelicans do without Tice and with the rookie Yves Missi starting at the 5. The Pelicans have really focused on building around not having a good center. very similarly to what the Warriors have done. So these two teams are kind of similar in some ways, which I think will make this matchup interesting. Curry's been quiet over the last 5 games, only averaging 21.4 points. Obviously did not play against the Clippers, a game that, again, we ended up winning somehow. And, of course, the Pelicans are going to be rocking their alternate court. It's certainly one of the courts of all time. I don't know if I would say it's a good one, but it is a basketball court. I feel like the Monstars should be playing here. Not an NBA game, but we're going to roll with it. Should be a fun one in our 3rd of 4 in-season tournament games. The Warriors currently 2-0, leading the West Group C as Yves Missi wins the tip, and we are underway here in New Orleans. Pelicans lead 2-0. Kuminga with the early mismatch guarded by McCollum, and he will take advantage. I don't know why he took the shot fading back. He should have tried to continue to overpower him, but made the shot. Can't really complain. Tied at 2. Brandon Ingram with the screen from Missi for 3. No good. Missi's there with the rebound, but he got hurt. Loses the ball, and the Warriors will have a 5-on-4 in transition. Kuminga, wide open 3 is good. He's got the first 5 for Golden State, but obviously the concern with Yves Missi, he hurt his hip, and now the Pelicans don't have an actual center. They're running Trey Murphy at the 5 right now. We might see Zion run some center as well. If you thought our bigs were small, Zion's 6'6", as Curry hits the jumper off of the Zion miss. 9-4, good start for Golden State. Brandon Ingram with it. He's already cold. We're only a few minutes into the game. McCollum, step back 3 is good, despite the contest from Pajemski. 9-7, Zion gets it to Ingram in the corner for Trey Murphy. He goes inside for Zion. That one is good. And the Pelicans tie it at 9 as Golden State's going to call a quick timeout, trying to regroup after the Pelicans go on a short run. Curry has it stripped away and stolen. DeJounte Murray with the steal on the other end. Layup is good despite being chased stride for stride by Buddy Hield. And the Pelicans are now ahead 9-11. Hield with the screen. Wide open, top of the key. 3 is good! And Buddy Hield gets that one to drop. Warriors back ahead 12-11. Curry out to Hield. Pump fake, fools Murray. And that one is good despite solid defense by Yves Missi, who has returned to the game playing through a hip injury. 14-11, very low-scoring game so far as Missi gets it back out to McCollum for 3. It is good. C.J. McCollum with his 2nd triple of the first quarter. Rachel, he's trying. If you know, you know. DeJounte Murray off the screen. That one is good, and the Pelicans are ahead by 3. Golden State calls another timeout. Both teams starting to bring in more subs. Zion inside. No good. Nice defense by Draymond Green. I really like the Draymond matchup with Zion. I think he's one of the few guys in the league who's kind of built to stop a guy like Zion as he gets it to Kevon Looney in transition for the slam. 17-16. Moses Moody with it. On the drive. Moody. Layup is good. Count it, and a foul. And 1 for Moses Moody, and it's 19-17. Missi gets it in the corner for DeJounte Murray. On the drive. Reverse layup is good. We are tied at 19 in what continues to be a pretty low-scoring start. 21-19 now. Buddy Hield open in transition. Thought about the 3, doesn't take. Inside for Looney. Hield's open again. Hield, step back. Corner 3, no good. Looney with the rebound and the putback over Trey Murphy. That's what happens when you don't get real centers, like Kevon Looney. 23-19 now. Warriors offense starting to pick it up. Buddy Hield in the corner for 3. This time it is good off the assist by Draymond. Hield with 8 amongst the scoring leaders for the Warriors. 5-point game. DeJounte Murray triple is off the mark. Warriors going to look to get a shot off quickly here within the next 8 seconds. Ball is tipped away. Draymond keeps it. Gets it back out to the perimeter. It's D'Anthony Melton looking for the screen. Melton, mid-ranger at the buzzer. No good. I don't think he got it off anyway, but he missed the shot regardless. 26-21, both defenses playing well so far. The Warriors offense seemed to get something going there at the end of the quarter. Got to get more from Steph, though. Only 2 points and 1 assist, as the floater from Curry is good to start the second. 28-21. Hey, a football score. The Niners lead by 7 against the Saints. Blocked inside by Trace Jackson-Davis off the miss from Zion. On the other end, Curry, pull-up 3 is good. Quick start for Curry after only 2 in the first. He's got the first 5 here in the second quarter. Lead at 10. Biggest of the night so far. Herb Jones with it. That one is good. Jones, obviously one of the best defenders in the league, but his shot has really improved throughout his career, turning into a good two-way player as Wiggins misses the three throw. Jackson Davis with the rebound. Back out to Wiggins for three. That's a power play by Andrew Wiggins. He misses the one, but he gets three out of it. 34-23. Curry, acrobatic layup is good, continuing his hot start to the second, and Golden State's hot start to the quarter. They're up by 11. Curry with it over to Jonathan Kuminga on the drive. Layup is good. Despite decent defense from Zion, lead up to 13. Jose Alvarado with it inside for Jordan Hawkins, the talented second-year guard out of UConn. Back to Alvarado. Top of the key. Three is good. And it's a 10-point game now. 5.5 to go in the second. Curry off the screen. Mid-range jumper is smooth like silk. Steph now in the double figures with 11, and it's 40-30. Curry over to Jonathan Kuminga. Pump fake on the drive. Kuminga lays it in with the soft touch. I thought he was about to tomahawk that thing back and launch it down, but hey, layup works too. Same amount of points as Brandon Ingram gets the shooter's touch for three. Lead back within single digits, 42-33. Draymond with it. Backs down on the defenders. Gets it out to Melton. Deep three is good. And the Warriors are right back up by a dozen. Now it's a 10-point game, 45-35 with 3 to go in the half. Yves Missi with it. Gets it over to Hawkins in motion. And Jordan Hawkins connects on the three. 7-point game, Hield. Pump fakes out of the shot, but it's stolen by Alvarado. On the other end, layup is good. And Alvarado makes it a 5-point game. Golden State's got to call a timeout. Under 3 to go now in the half. New Orleans playing a lot better over these last few minutes as Podziemski lobs it up! Jonathan Kuminga throws it down over Zion! One of the highlights of the year so far for the Warriors. That man had a family. Not anymore, he doesn't, as the floater inside is no good. Warriors in transition. Kuminga out to Wiggins. Gets by Hawkins. And Wiggins makes the layup. The Warriors are back up by double figures, 51-40 with just over a minute left in the half. Brandon Ingram with it, guarded by Wiggins. That one is no good, but Yves Missi is there with the putback, and he's flexing on him. 51-42. Podziemski step back. That one is off the mark. Rebounded by Looney. Another injured Pelican, that's Murray. 5-on-4. Somebody's going to be wide open, and it's Andrew Wiggins right at the basket. But DeJounte Murray, the bigger concern here for New Orleans, it looks like he's grabbing at his chest. The official diagnosis is a collapsed lung, and that is some scary stuff. So as you can imagine, DeJounte Murray's night is over. He will not return for the Pelicans. 10 to go in the first half. Here's Jonathan Kuminga, guarded by Murphy. Gets it over to Wiggins in the corner for three. No good. Rebounded by B.I. Just a couple seconds left. He's going to heave it up from half court, and it is no good. A defensive first half. Warriors up by 9. 53-44 as they look to make it 3-0 in the in-season tournament and position themselves the real shot to go after the NBA Cup. Defensively, we've been really solid. Certainly doesn't help that the Pelicans have had two starters get hurt. Yves Missi playing through a hip injury. DeJounte Murray out with a chest injury as we go into the third. Curry with it on the drive. He's immediately doubled. Looney with it. Takes it himself. And Kevon Looney makes the layup. It is an 11-point game now, 55-44. Kuminga with it over to Curry. Step back. Three ball. That one is good. Despite solid defense from Herb Jones, starting at the 2 with no DeJounte Murray. Kuminga strips it away, ends up in the hands of Buddy Hield. In transition, Curry out to Looney with the slam. He's in the double figures with 10, 60-46. Curry with a nice crossover on McCollum in the corner. Buddy Hield for three. That one is good. He's in the double figures. It is a 17-point lead for the Warriors, their biggest of the night. 63-46. McCollum gets some space and fires for three. Big shot for the Pelicans. They needed that one badly. McCollum leads the Pels in scoring with 18. Nice behind-the-back pass by Herb. Out to McCollum. Step back. Another one. This time it's a long two for CJ. 65-51. McCollum with it on the drive. Throws it up, and it's blocked. It's Wiggins with the snuff on the other end. Draymond Green with it. Euro step. Layup is good for Big Dre. His first field goal of the night. 16-point game. Green over to Andrew Wiggins on the drive. Air Wiggins and one. Herb Jones called for the foul. Flex on him. as it is a 16-point game. Podziemski scoreless so far. Another inconsistent start for him. Looks to change that here for 3. Off the assist from Moses Moody. Flex on him as it's 74-55. Here is Jordan Hawkins with it. Hawkins, long one. That one is good. And it is a 16-point game off of the 3 from Jordan Hawkins. Yves Missi on the drive. Back out to Alvarado. He's had a nice night as he connects on another 3. Alvarado giving the Pelicans some great minutes off the bench. Not known for his scoring, but he has shot the ball at a high level in this game as the layup is good. 13-point game. Now the Pelicans staying in it, but Golden State has had clear control of this game really since the start. Moses Moody misses the open 3 on the other end. It's Hawkins with it. Alvarado, step back. Triple is good. Podziemski was not expecting him to shoot it there. Probably should have, given how well he has shot it in this game. 81-68, McCollum with it on the drive. That one is no good. Nice defense by DeAnthony Melton, and here comes Golden State up the floor quickly. Curry from the parking lot. It is good. 17 now for Steph. The Warriors really have not needed that big of the game out of him. McCollum for 3. That one is off the mark. Looney with the rebound. Here comes Golden State with around 30 to go in the third quarter. Moses Moody with the triple off the assist by Draymond. It's now a 19-point lead in favor of the Warriors, and they'll get likely one more shot here in the third. Draymond's in takeover mode. 8 points, 12 boards, 7 assists, potentially on triple-double watch, as he is the mismatch with Alvarado. He's doubled. Who's open? For whatever reason, it's Stephen Curry, who hits a long 3 here at the end of the third, and it will count. Why they chose to leave Curry open, I wish I could tell you. That is a bold strategy, Cotton. 90-68 going into the fourth. This game turning into a blowout. We'll see if the Warriors can finish it easily as Curry starts the scoring here in quarter number 4 with a layup. 24-point lead. The Warriors running away with it down the stretch. Pelicans got to get something going, and fast. Brandon Ingram for 3. 92-71. Grand Theft Alvarado comes out when you least expect it. Misses the layup, though. He'll try to draw the charge. He was unsuccessful, not that the shot went in anyway. And then on the other end, it's Steph Curry. Pull-up mid-ranger is good. 23-point game, 96-73. Ingram guarded by Wiggins on the drive. Ooh, nice fake by Brandon Ingram, and that one will fall. 21-point game as the Pelicans try to stay in it, but time is running out. They only have 6.5 minutes. Podziemski with it on the drive. Nice acrobatic layup by Brendan Podziemski. He's got 7. 100-79 now. Draymond with 8, 12, and 8. Trapped inside over to Podziemski. Sidestep. Heaves up a prayer. And it is answered. A big shot for Pods. 24-point game over halfway through the fourth quarter. Yeah, I think this one might be over. The Warriors in a really good spot here as McCollum hits the 3 at the top of the key. That'll bring the lead all the way down to 21. Draymond, an assist shy from the double-double as he gets the screen. Kuminga, jumper is good. And Draymond's got his double-double, fittingly with rebounds and assists. We'll see if we can get him the triple-double here as Draymond looks to get by Ingram in, and he is fouled. So he'll have an opportunity at the triple-double here at the line. He'll have to make both in order to do so. First one for Draymond is good, 106-84. Second one would give him his first triple-double of the season. And the free throw for Draymond Green is perfect. 10, 13, and 10 for Dre, and that'll pretty much do it. 126-99 your score. Normally we dribble out the clock, but again, point differential matters in the in-season tournament. Curry, long 2, is good at the buzzer. I feel bad. It's unsportsmanlike, but the higher your point differential is, the better. It likely won't matter if we beat Denver in the final group phase game, but if we lose, it'll be beneficial to have the point differential on our side, and who knows, maybe those 2 points will end up making a difference. Great win here for Golden State. We dominated in the second half, winning this game, again, by nearly 30 points. 34 for Curry. Felt like a quiet 34, but he was still quite good. Andrew Wiggins played really well. He had 17. 16 for Kuminga. Only missed 1 shot. Looney only missed 1 shot. Draymond with a triple-double and no turnovers. Super efficient game from him. Only shot the ball 4 times. As for New Orleans, 29 for Ingram. Solid shooting splits. McCollum with 22. He was hot early, but really slowed down. Alvarado had a nice day. But some guys did not shoot the ball well. Zion was in hell. Draymond Green guarded him like his life depended on it. Him and Murray combined to go 7 of 24. Murray shot the ball 11 times in just the first half. So with that, we are now 3-0. In the group phase of the tournament, all we've got to do is beat Denver. That's obviously a lot easier said than done. But even if Denver loses their next game, we might not even have to beat the Nuggets. So we'll simulate up to that matchup. We're playing the Spurs. We're going to play our backups again in that game, along with the Nets, Thunder, and Suns, as we get another offer for Podziemski and another no. So our B team is now 2-0. We didn't play Curry. We didn't play Draymond. We didn't play some other vets. And our offense was horrible. Podziemski, Hield, and Melton combined to go 7 of 37 from the field. And we still won. I don't know how that's the case. Defense must have locked up. We went 2-1 in the other 3 games, including a 49-point win against the Suns, where we shot 21 of 37 from 3. We did lose to Oklahoma City, despite the fact that Curry had 39, SGA had 48. One-upped it a little bit. We are 5th in the West at 12-7, playing really well. The Nuggets would win their 3rd group phase game, so if they beat us, depending on the point differential, they could pass us. They'll have to win by at least 8. Ideally, we win this game, but hopefully, if we lose, it's close. We had the edge through the first quarter, but the Nuggets are going to run away with it in the second half, and they would blow us out. 132-106. Rough outing from Curry, 20 points on 20 shots. So I don't know if it is a tiebreaker or the point differential that determines the winner of the group phase, but now the Nuggets have both. Better point differential, beat us head-to-head, so the Nuggets are going to win the division. But we'll still have a chance to make the playoff bracket. I'm pretty sure it's 4 teams per conference, and if that's the case, that would suck because I think we would be in 5th, but I'm not entirely sure how it works. We're going to find out in the next episode as we get through the rest of the calendar year and the rest of the in-season tournament. Hopefully, we're in the NBA Cup playoffs. Again, I'm not entirely sure if we are because in terms of the Western Conference teams, I think we're in 5th place given our record and given the point differential of the other 3-1 teams. But that's going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Certainly a fun episode. 2 good wins against Dallas and a blowout over the Pelicans. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.